What's up, everybody? We are back with another client tutorial. Y'all went crazy on my TikTok and Instagram for this look, and I really appreciate y'all. But today we are going to go step by step on how I accomplished this soft beat. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. Please hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any future slays. And if you are a returning viewer, hey friend, how your mama doing? All products will be listed below in the description box. Now let's get into the slay. I've already primed her face with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. Here I am using my RCMA setting powder to go over her brows and her oily spots. When you're working on your brows, you always want to make sure that you're brushing through your brows first before you start to fill them in. I'm using a Revolution Pro brow pencil to fill in her brows. It doesn't really matter where you start to fill in the brow, just make sure that you're going with the natural shape of the brow. I'm using e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer to carve out her brow. I believe I mixed 2 different shades to get this color. The brush that I am using, I got it from Amazon. It's a paintbrush. And I'm just laying the brush really flat on her skin and allowing the brush to do the work to get that perfect carved out brow. Now you just want to get a fluffy brush to blend that concealer all over your lid just to get a nice base down for the eyeshadow. You can also use an actual eyeshadow base. I prefer to use a concealer because it's already there. This step is always optional. You don't have to use a concealer. You can use your foundation to go over your top brow. It's just something I prefer to do to get that real nice, clean, crisp brow. For foundation, I used Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I don't remember what shade this was. And then I used a blending sponge by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I absolutely love this sponge. I don't even use brushes for foundation anymore. I'm going in with that same concealer that I used to carve out her brows and just placing it in the spots that I really want to highlight. Blending out the concealer, I like to start at the edge just so there won't be that line of demarcation. Grabbing my beauty blender, going over that concealer just to smooth things out. Now I'm just grabbing a darker concealer by e.l.f. to contour her nose, and oh my goodness, this is so satisfying to watch. Just look at the way that contour is snatching her nose. Like, what? Using my RCMA powder, I am going all over her face to set that makeup in place. I am going in with Morphe Bacon Set to bake underneath her eyes, her nose, forehead, everywhere I highlighted. Using my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, taking that lighter brown in the palette on the outer corner of her lid up into the contour on her nose. And then I grabbed the darker brown to deepen it. Next, I grabbed that white shade in the palette to brighten her inner corner of her eye and to make that thing pop. I'm using my e.l.f. Cosmetic liquid liner in black to make her eyeliner so sharp that she can cut a bitch if she needed to. I'm just saying. I'm going under her bottom lash line with the same brown that I used for her eyeshadow. Now I'm just dusting off the setting powder since she's been in the oven baking for so long. Now I am bronzing and contouring her with the Morphe Face Palette in Totally Tan. I always have my clients to take a deep breath and hold it while I'm using the setting spray because I like to go crazy, and I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm using Maybelline Great Lash for mascara. You can use any type of lash glue for this method. I like to put the lash glue on the lid and let it dry and then put the lash on top. Them lashes ain't going nowhere. Okay, so here's that lip tutorial that y'all keep asking me about. You can use any dark brown matte lippy for this, or you can even use a dark brown pencil. I lined her lips with Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink and Protector, and then I used a fluffy brush to blend it in. Next, I grabbed this light pink shade from Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lippies. I believe it was Poet. And I grabbed a lighter shade concealer and I mixed those two colors together, and that's what that bright color is in the middle of her lips. Then I got a brush and just blended those two colors together, and that is how you get that ombre effect. Threw some gloss over it, and boom, lips is popping. Added some more setting spray, mascara, just some finishing touches, and we are done. She looks so good, y'all. This is one of my favorite looks to do. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you're not already following me on my socials, Be Queen K on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and y'all have a great day.